All right, everybody. All right, we all here. I'm gonna talk loud enough for everybody here.
How's the ankle?
What
I'm
happened
good.
on that play?
I don't know what happened. The six man got me.
We've
No.
talked about you guys playing defense to team defense. Now, you guys seem pretty locked in. I mean, I know they're missing guys. They're not the strongest team, but you guys did seem to be locked into that defensively.
I think the communication. I think that was the biggest thing. I think the communication really helped us out, and we started early and just speaking loud, talking loud, and just kind of being out there and talking and everybody being on the same page, and that's kind of what we need to do. And just kind of being able to help everybody helping everybody. I'm sure we had a lot of deflections tonight, and that was one of our goals.
How much is it a case where when you're communicating and it's working, it seems to breed more of that?
That it shouldn't be the case, but that it feels like that's the case. But as a good team, we got to make sure that we communicate all the time. And if you communicate all the time, then it doesn't matter. You'll be able to continuously communicate, talk, and be on the same page. You know what I mean?
What was different tonight for you with Fred on the court with you to start the game?
I don't know. Just the pace was up. We kind of got more of an open floor. The pace was good. We got up and down the floor a little bit. Got some rhythm. For me, individually, still haven't shot the ball well, but I got some more looks that I liked.
Other than his shooting, what sort of made Danny's fit seem so effortless? I know it's not effortless, but
Being able to guard, defend, and his communication. He's a champion. He got a ring. He played under one of the best coaches in the NBA history and probably the world, and Greg Popovich. So he kind of brought a lot of things with him to us, and I think he's just understanding he wants to win, and he's been a good fit for us.
A lot of guys obviously stepped up and did more tonight, but what was the lift that you got from Fred with coming into the starting lineup and giving you
kind of close to home for him, and we come over back to back, so we needed everybody to step up. We were four guys down or whatever it is, and everyone just got to continue to get better. Fred's really talented. He's playing well right now, so as a team, he got some open looks and got going.
This is Fred Vanvleet sweatsuit, man. That's why I got it covered up. Anyway, growing up in Illinois, playing at the United Center is special. So being able to start here, with guys like Kyle Lowry, being able to play alongside those guys is a lot of fun. Can I finish my interview so you can get out of here, man? And you don't talk to me until you can put a uniform on, man.
Fred, what was the difference tonight? Nick had hoped that making the start would kind of help you get your rhythm and get going. And you're 4 of 7 tonight from behind the arc.
Yeah, honestly, for me, I just got to make a shot. Start, bench, whatever. Obviously, getting out there, getting an extended run is helpful to get a rhythm. Knowing, that you're starting a game and knowing that I think I played the whole first and the whole third or whatever. So, being out there long enough to mess up and find the rhythm and feel the ball a little bit. It's easier, so to speak, but at the end of the day, man, I just got to make shots, and tonight I was able to do that.
How much does it help that you're out there with Kyle, with Serge, and not that you're not responsible for running it, but it's different than running it when you're with the second unit and you've got other guys to get involved.
Well, it's different lineups, and I think that we talked about that earlier this year. I told you guys it's going to take some time. I don't know if we're expecting the bench to be the same as last year, but it's completely different guys out there, so it's going to take time to figure it out. Tonight is probably the first time I was able to play with Pascal for extended minutes all year. He was one of the guys who I had a lot of success with. So those things help. Well, we're going to find our rotation. We're going to find our lineups that work for us. And, last year we had a 5-man unit, but that's over, man. We got to figure something else out this year, and we're working towards that now.
After the game yesterday, it sort of seemed like you were laughing about the shots that weren't falling. I know you're a confident guy, but how much does it weigh on you when you're in a streak like this?
Well, yesterday was probably the best I felt, honestly. I complained that I wasn't getting any open shots, and then every shot I shot yesterday was wide open. So I can live with that, and knowing that I'm a good shooter. If I get good looks like that, I know that I'll knock them down. Shut up, man.
You're saying you're a bit of coming into this game, you're kind of a shell of who you had been, and he was blaming a lot of that on injuries. How banged up have you been, and how healthy do you feel now?
Yeah, I don't really make excuses. I'm still not where I want to be in terms of being healthy, but that's the NBA season. You gotta play through it, and you gotta find ways to be successful out there. And for whatever reason, I haven't been as good as I can be. I don't feel like I've been bad in any sense, but just not where I should be and not playing up to my standards. So figuring it out, and today was a good game. Obviously, I got to build on it, and I don't get too low, and I'm not getting too high off of this one. I got to put something together now and be consistent.
Was it especially hard to take since you got off to such a good start before you hurt the toe?
No, not really. I mean, I honestly last year I struggled at the beginning of the season, maybe even worse. And so those are things that I live with. You got to be able to take those on the chin and keep pushing, keep your spirits high, keep putting the work in, knowing that it'll balance out eventually.
Do you believe in momentum? Like one game kind of maybe putting a light on and spurring you to the next one?
I would hope so. I can take this one and build on it. I thought the same thing in Utah. I had a good one, and then I went right back down. So it's ups and downs to the season. You got to be able to stay even keeled, and that's one of my best attributes is just being able to stay in the moment and not get too high or too low. So I'll take this one and continue to keep building and try to get another good one in Orlando. But at the end of the day, I'm about wins and losses, man. And regardless of how bad I played, if we would have won those last three, I would have felt a lot better about how I was playing.
Aside from his shooting, what makes Danny fit so well?
He's just one of those, transcendent players that can play anywhere, any style, any system. The way, obviously, the shooting, I don't know if you could just eliminate that attribute, but he's a good defender, smart, cuts, moves the ball well, and obviously add a cherry on top with the spacing with the three-point shooter is special.
Nick, I know a lot of people will point to an opponent that wasn't at full strength, but when it's about you, I evaluate your team's performance tonight and how you bounce back.
Well, I think we did a really professional job, and I thought we played defense right. We really were active and doing what we were supposed to be doing on the defensive end for the majority of the game. So I'm pleased with that. That's what we're trying to do.
Danny spoke to us after on the radio side. He said, it helps when you make some shots too. You seem to have pretty good ball movement and guys knocking down shots tonight too.
Yeah, I mean we knew we had some guys missing too, so we went into this saying, hey, let's play team defense. Let's really help each other and let's get the ball moving and popping a little bit because we need the offense to score for us tonight more than your individual play. And I think the offense created those shots, those open looks, and the extra passes did. And when you're shooting rhythm threes, you're going to make more than when you're not shooting rhythm threes. And that's been we're missing some shooting here right now, and we're feeling it a little bit. But tonight we moved the ball and got open looks.
You called Danny your glue guy last night and said sort of how you noticed his absence on Wednesday and Friday when he went out. Other than the shooting, which is huge, I mean, what else does he bring that you really value?
Well, he seems to get one little tip in here and there about a game, just something, which you have a tough possession or something that rolls off, and there he is sticking it back that can turn some momentum or continue some momentum. He's really a locked-in defender as a team guy. He's trying to keep guys on the same page and talking through coverages and talking through the switches and things like that. I don't know. He's just got a really good attitude, and it's a contagious thing.
Nick, the team announced that Kyle had left the game with a sore ankle. Is that something that was just you're up by so much, don't need to push it, or something you're concerned about?
No, I'm concerned about it, but I think he's okay. I just saw him, and he said he twisted it, but he was pretty lively in the locker room, so I don't think it's too bad. I haven't got official word from the trainers yet. We were probably up 25 or 30 there. Didn't really want to have him in, but we were he was looking for some rhythm a little bit. He hasn't been shooting the ball that well lately, and we were hoping he could knock down a few. We were going to run him till the end of the quarter was kind of the plan. So it's a little bit unfortunate.
Will he be undergoing any other testing?
Yeah, they'll probably be checking him out here. I don't think it's too serious, but I haven't checked with the people yet.
What do you see from Fred? You obviously wanted to spark him, get him going.
Yeah.
I mean, what was different about him today?
I don't know, but he looked like his old self, right? And he's not looked like he's been a shell of himself lately. Really, like in all phases, not getting the ball to where he wants to go, not shooting the three at a high level. In my head, he's a 45-plus shooter, and he's shooting somewhere in the 20s this year or low 30s. I don't even know, but it's pretty low for him. But I don't know. He just looked like a different guy out there tonight, and that's good.
Hypothetical, but if other guys weren't injured, would he maybe be getting a game off or two, given he's banged up?
Yes, he would. We kind of talked about that this morning a little bit, that we would try to get him through this game and then kind of probably not make him practice till the next game. And then when we got done with the next road trip, try to get him 2 more days because there's a little bit of time in there, and just try to slowly heal him. And if that didn't work, then maybe pulling him out for a little bit. But he looked a little, his movements looked a little better tonight. We'll see how it goes.
Last year it was clear he was sort of key to the spirit of the team. I mean, how true is that even this year?
Well, it's certainly true. I'm certainly not worried about that's what he brings. He just hasn't been able to bring a lot of that because of his health, right? And his play his play kind of speaks a lot for him sometimes, and he hasn't been able to bring that. But we're confident it'll be back at some point.
It looked like you had a lot of people in the crowd that you knew. Who was here watching you tonight, and how did that feel being able to?
Had a lot of them. Had a lot of them. Brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews. Drove over from Iowa. A couple guys from my high school showed up unexpectedly. Saw a guy I used to play with in England in the crowd, unexpected as well. So a lot of them come over, and obviously it's a close trip. Close trip.